everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have another set of recent pickups to share with you guys, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys some comics, manga, video games, and a couple of other things as well. And I've decided from now on to sort of change the format of my pickup videos. From doing individual videos for different things, like I mentioned, video games, comics, toys, DVDs, all that sort of stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and compile it all into one video yet again, how I used to do it many years ago, and see what it turns out to be like today. So starting off with, that came out a little awkwardly, but starting off with, the first item that I want to show you guys is the latest event Pokemon to be released. It is the mythical Pokemon Genesect. This is the code for it that you can use in X, Y, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire. You get a level 100 Genesect, and it has that ability and those attacks on there. Haven't bothered to read them yet, so let's go ahead. It's Techno Blast, Magnet Bomb, Solar Beam, and Signal Beam, and he knows the ability download. And I have not actually redeemed it yet, and I've never had a Genesect, so I have no idea what he's like in the game. So I'll have to get to that a little bit later on. Moving on from there, I went back to Buy and Sell Kings, and I looked at some more of their Pokemon cards. They had received a couple more in the last week or so since I had last been there. And I didn't find anything all that interesting. A couple of Heart Gold, Soul Silver cards, but they were in terrible condition. But I did find a lot more Shadowless base set cards, so I grabbed a couple more just to add to, well, my collection. So first up I have a Shadowless Dugong. And after that is a Shadowless, these are all Shadowless, so there's no point in me mentioning it over and over again, but a Kadabra, Kakuna, Magmar, Porygon, Raticate, Starmie, and I think this is the last card here, yeah, the last one is a Vulpix. And I specifically grabbed these ones because they were in the best condition, and some of them also have various misprints on them. Such as Vulpix having HP before the actual amount of HP that it has, and I think with Kakuna, it actually says length on there twice instead of length and weight. But yeah, just a couple cards, and they were 25 cents each. On another day when I went to another EB, because of course this here, sorry, choked a little bit there. The Genesect code, you had to pick that up at an EB Games or GameStop in the US. Another day I was at another EB and I saw that they had these here. Did not know that these were even a thing. The Legend of Zelda trading cards. And at first I thought maybe they were the same trading cards from like about 10 to 12 years ago. But it turns out that they're actually brand new trading cards, and inside are 6 trading cards, 1 decal or tattoo from 5 Zelda games, and I'm going to open that up right now, but before I do that, I'm just going to show you guys a price tag. It was $3.99 for the 1 pack, so let's just go ahead, open that up, and see what we get inside. I don't really know what to expect of this, if there is any other sort of compatibility with these cards, like if they go with a game specifically or anything else like that, but I'm assuming that they are just trading cards, but I honestly have not heard anything about these whatsoever. So first up, let's see what we have here. Okay, we have a card with Young Link and Navi. Another card we have here is the Moon's Looming Doom. So it's just the moon from Majora's Mask above the clock tower. Next is Finding Fee, and that's from Skyward Sword. Next is Tattle and Tail from Majora's Mask. Then we have Ravio's Bracelet from A Link Between Worlds. And this card here just says Clocktown on the back of it, and on the other side is just a portion of the field. Don't know quite what to make out of that. And then we also have a Legend of Zelda Fun Tats tattoo. It is number 4 of 9, and it's just 8-bit Link right there. So let's just get these off to the side and move on to the comic books that I got recently. These are all from last week. I haven't had a chance to get this week's comics yet, so I'm kind of out of the loop. Don't have any idea what the hell is going on, and probably not going to be able to find this week's issues for a couple weeks. But what I got last week are these 3. First is Green Lanterns, and this is issue number 10. Then we have Superman number 10, and this is variant cover number 2. And then also Batman number 10 right there. Now on another day when I went to Value Village, the first time I've gone to Value Village in a couple of weeks, I actually managed to find some manga. I haven't really found that much manga in quite some time, especially at the Value Village that I typically go to. But I found these here. I'm not too certain how many parts there are in total, but I think that it is just 2 parts for this series here. It is the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, Part 1 and 2. And I got these for $4.20 including tax. And honestly, I'm not too certain if I have either one of these already. I have a feeling that I do have either Part 1 or Part 2 already. So, not too certain about that, but at least I have the complete story now. Now, the last 2 items I want to show you guys are some video games that I got. It's been really, really slow for video games. The thrift store that's closest to me has had a couple of Wii games come in lately, but they've been either games that I've had already and there's no point in me buying them just to trade them again, or they've been games that I really have absolutely no interest in them, so there really hasn't been anything for me to grab. But I did find this here, and it was only $4. It's Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube, and it was complete. So hopefully I can use that as trade credit and get something out of that. Hopefully I can put it towards my copy of Pokemon, just because I don't really have all that much money to spend on video games over the next few weeks. But again, very happy to at least get that for $4. I can definitely pass that on. And the only video game that I got that I'm going to be holding on to is one that I've heard about in the past. I've seen that this was also on the PS2, if I remember correctly, and kind of piqued my interest, especially seeing that it has GameCube controller compatibility as well, and it's an RPG. It's typically what I look for in a Wii game. The game that I'm talking about is Phantom Brave We Meet Again. That's it right there. It didn't come with the manual, so that kind of sucks, but it did come with both the game disc and the digital art disc as well that runs on Windows and Macintosh. I'm assuming that on there it's probably just a couple of images and maybe a short video or something else like that. But it was still a pretty interesting game to find, and definitely not all that common game either. And I paid just $12.99 for that right there. So I thought that was a decent enough deal for this game at least. And that's pretty much all that I've gotten over the course of the last week or so. And as always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. And also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like. We're almost to 500 subscribers, and it's almost about time to raffle off the prize as well. So let's get there sooner than later. And pretty much that's it. See ya.